In this podcast, Ben Shapiro discusses the current state of universities with a particular focus on Columbia University. He highlights recent protests and occupations by students advocating for justice for Palestine, with the faculty at Columbia supporting these actions and blaming the administration for escalating the situation over the past 7 months. Shapiro delves into the history of Columbia University, tracing its roots back to its founding as King's College in 1754, with a mission to teach eternal truths and foster good citizenship. He explains how the social changes of the 1960s transformed universities into activist training centers, with the activism at Columbia in 1968 leading to a shift in the university's focus towards promoting social change. The current president of Columbia, Manoush Shafik, emphasizes the importance of generating new ideas to address pressing global issues. Shapiro argues that universities have become centers for left-wing activism, recruiting and promoting activists who align with their ideologies. Shapiro criticizes the recruitment of activists at Columbia, pointing out student protest leaders like Kymani James and Johanna who have a history of radical activism. He questions the selection criteria for these students and suggests that universities prioritize activism over academic performance. He also highlights faculty members like Professor Mohammed Abdu, who promote leftist ideologies and activism within the university. Shapiro discusses the role of universities in training activists and the impact of federal funding on student loans. He suggests privatizing student loans to create an incentive structure for students to make informed decisions about their education. He argues that federal funding has led to the subsidization of activist training centers at universities, undermining the original purpose of higher education. He criticizes a bill passed by the House, H.R. 690, which aims to codify the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance's definition of anti-Semitism in Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Shapiro explains how Title VI has been used to protect certain intersectional minorities on college campuses while discriminating against others. He questions the effectiveness of the bill in addressing discrimination against Jews and highlights the uneven application of Title VI in protecting minority groups. Shapiro then delves into the circular firing squad within the Republican Party, focusing on Marjorie Taylor Greene's attempt to force a vote on a motion to vacate the Speaker of the House. He highlights the lack of support for Greene's motion and the potential negative impact on the party. Additionally, he discusses the weak campaign strategy of Joe Biden, who is facing challenges in swing states and falling behind in polls. The podcast also touches on the Federal Reserve's decision to hold interest rates steady, citing concerns about inflation. Shapiro criticizes Biden's handling of the economy and points out the challenges he faces in the upcoming election. He emphasizes the importance of Republicans not getting in Biden's way and highlights Donald Trump's effective campaign strategy of pointing out Biden's weaknesses. Shapiro then shifts focus to the UCLA Palestine Solidarity encampment, where protesters made demands for various supplies, including vegan food and vegan gluten-free options. He humorously critiques their requests and the construction of a wall around their encampment, pointing out the irony of their actions.